Here's the lineup for your 2011 Pens Elite.
Elementary. Number 61, Ryan Moore, Kane Elementary. Number 63, Brody Straub, Avalon Elementary.
I'm number 83, Lucas Ashley, and I go to Mars Area School District.
Number 89, Philip Palladino, J.H. Brooks Elementary.
97, Nathan Goldberg, Penn Trafford.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the friendly confines of the Mario Lemieux UPMC Sports Complex in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. Your Nooches head back to home ice here after a trip to Columbus yesterday. 7 hours in the car later, I think Cincinnati might be more rested. And we're going to drop the puck on period number 1. Ulowitz on the draw. He's got Straub and Lohr. Zachi and Avolia, your defense. Cincinnati into the offensive zone. A wraparound attempt cut off nicely by the Pens D. And out comes Lohr. It's knocked back the other way towards Ulowitz. He'll get control, runs a break out to Straub. Straub up the wing, cut off at the blue line. Sent back for Ulowitz. He'll exit the Pens zone. The Pens will look to get something cooking in the Cincinnati end. Sent back by Cincinnati. It'll be Avolia for Straub. Straub for Lohr. Lohr into the offensive zone. His puck pressure forces the puck further in where the Cyclones of Cincinnati will work it in behind the net. They clear the zone no further than the Pens D on attempt number 1. This time it'll be Ulowitz. Back for Zachi. Zachi up for Straube. Straube off his stick. Right to a Cyclone, and Cincinnati will look to set it up in the Pens end, playing it behind the net. 14 minutes to play here. 15-minute periods in home games for the Pens. Shot towards the net. Pops free to Ulowitz, and he'll look to break out. Pens are going to need a change here. Straub up the wing. Works it to Zachi. Zachi out of the offensive zone. Or defensive zone, into the offensive zone. He'll fire. That one gets in on net, digging for it, still wagging. He works it to Straub. Straub stops and starts in the corner. Protects the puck, tries to play it back to the point, cut off by the Cyclones, and back they come. You may notice a bit of a size difference. This Cincinnati team is a 10 and 11 team. They're squished with a save on a shot from the top of the circles, and the Pens will get that line change. Needs to be quicker. That's a minute 45 seconds on the first shift for some of the Pens. can't be stuck out on the ice tired. Pens will get that line change. It's Kumnick, Baru, Palladino, Stillwagon, and Pegley, the 5 for the Penguins. Shot up high, knocked down. Another one from the point comes in. Gobbled up by Squish, sliding across with the beauty of a pad save. And the Squish tender 3 for 3 so far. That one cleared the whole way back to the Cyclone end. They look to regroup. Cut off at the center ice mark by Kumnick. But Cincinnati will work it back into the Pens end. They look to reverse sides to the right, carrying in the right wing corner. Looking to center. Kumnick back to pick that off, and he'll come the other way. Cincinnati in white with red shoulders as Kumnick drives the zone. Plays it between the legs, dives to the ice, unable to get to the puck. Red shoulders and a Cyclone on the chest. Black pants, white socks with red and black striping and black helmets. A wraparound attempt from Kumnick. Stop one, stop twice. There's Palladino. He whacks away at it. 3 Penguins inside battling for a rebound, but out come the Cyclones. Good scoring chance there for the Pens as they play it in offsides. Your Penguins in black for game number 1. They'll play this team twice. Black jerseys, the gold Penguin on the chest, black pants with gold stripes, black socks with gold stripes, and your iconic gold Pittsburgh Penguins elite helmets. Ulowitz on the draw, wins it. Pens enter the Cyclone end. 12:15 to play in the period. It's Ulowitz, Goldberg, and Straub. Goldberg's first shift for the Pens. They've got Hasenkope and Avoli on D. Played up, kept by Hasenkope. He falls to the ice, though. He's able to keep it in the zone for Ulowitz. He plays it to the middle looking for Goldberg. It's just past his reach. And the Cyclones will look to break. They get it up and out of the zone, and they're in on a 2-on-0. 2-on-0 on Squish. He mirrors back, fires, takes one off the dome. Squish with a save. Back to the Cyclone point. Pens with a lot of screen in front. It comes off of Ty Avolia and ends up in the back of the net. A shot from the point. The Pens were really screening the goaltender there. Nobody attacked the point man. Let him have all day. He steps in and fires one through a screen off of a Penguins defenseman. Pens got to attack that puck at the point. Pens win the draw. It's Kumnick. He's got Palladino and the speedy Lore. Zachi and Pegley on D. Here come the Cyclones in to the Penguin zone on the rush again. A 2-on-2. Broken up nicely by the fast back-checking Penguins. It's Kumnick up the right. He's in on sides. He stops. He pulls up. He looks. Dangles one. Donnie dangles into the corner. 2-on-2 battle there. Kumnick and Palladino, but it'll be the Cyclones coming out, and Cincy breaks out of their own end. They carry up the left wing side. Pegley confronts him, the blue line, and able to turn it back out. It'll come to Lore. He's got a 2-on-1 with Kumnick. A back-checking Cyclone makes it 2-on-2. Down falls Lore. Tries to get it to the net. Unsuccessful. A centering pass. Nobody home, but Palladino will pressure. He gets a little stick on puck, and it pops free. Ooh, dangerous play there. The Cyclones coach with the door open during a line change, and players come together at the door. No one hurt, though. Kumnick attacks the puck. He's around one. He takes a high stick. No call. Turning, shooting one high and over the net. The field goal's good. The Steelers maybe could have used that a couple weeks ago. And the Cyclones will regroup and send it out. Nice pressure from Baru. Baru and Hasenkope battle. It'll be Hasenkope coming out with it and in on the rush. He stops and turns, looks to center. Controls the puck but loses it there. And back come the Cyclones up the left. Skating around Baru will have our first penalty of the game. The Cyclones getting behind the Pens D there. The Pens haul him down, and we'll have a tripperoo. And the Pens will head to the penalty kill. Down 1-0 with 10:01 to play in period number 1. We'll have Ulowitz. I'm not sure, because Pens have 5 out there. We should only have 4. It'll be Kumnick heading off, so it'll be Ulowitz and Stillwagon up front. Hassenkope and Avolia, your defense on the PK. Hassenkope unable to clear the zone, but Ulowitz will try this time. He's stopped. Ulowitz will try a second time, and he's successful, sending the Cyclones back to their own end to regroup. From the right D, they go D to change the power play attack angle. Carrying up through center ice, pressured by Hassenkope. Ulowitz there to cover up behind. Two Penguins down on the side. Hassenkope back up and a battle on the wall. Who's going to come away with it? It pops free to the other side. The Cincinnati Cyclones will spin off and center one. It comes the whole way through back to the left wing corner. Cyclones the first ones there again. Bodied by Avolia. They send it around. Hassenkope pressures. He's able to get it to the point, no further. Back to Ulowitz. Ulowitz turns it back for Hassenkope. He'll gain center ice. Gets to center red. And on the PK, he'll look to challenge the Cyclone forwards. Picked off briefly, but back in the hands of Hassenkope. He's bodied a bit from behind. It pops free to Stillwagon. Hassenkope keeps it in at the blue line. From his stomach. Now the Cyclones will work it out over that blue line, and they're coming in the Peng zone, but a skate of Avolia in the way there. Cincinnati will gain possession. Nice centering pass, better stick from Avolia, and he runs the breakout to Stillwagon. He's looking for a line change, though, as it goes past him. Kumnik with the puck pressure. The Cyclones try a stretch pass. He curls at the blue line and feeds one over to his teammate. Pegley gathers possession. He'll play it up for Goldberg. Goldberg up through center. 13 seconds left on the penalty kill as Goldberg gains the offensive zone. He'll fire one opposite side, short-handed. And a nice sliding save caught by the glove on the blocker's side by the Cincinnati goalie. Held on to, and an offensive zone draw looming for your Penguins. Kumnik lays it in behind the net. He's knocked down there. Battle ensues. The power play over. Baru back on the ice. Goldberg with the puck for the Pens. It's tipped off his stick, and the Cyclones will look to counter. No further than Baru. Baru for Zachi. Hops over his stick. Gathered in by Cincinnati. Zachi sends it back to their blue line, though. They'll reverse left to right and try to gain the zone. In offsides, no call. And the Pens will counterattack off of it. It's Goldberg cutting into the middle, but there was a Cyclone, a speedy little one, and he weaves through, fires one wide. Nice job by the defenseman to keep him wide, and Squish to come out and challenge, forcing that shot wide of the glove side. Battle at the blue line. Pens are trying to clear the zone. Cyclones trying to keep it in. They'll be successful. They send one in. Squish makes the save. Gobbles it up, gets the cover, and we'll get a line change with 7:08 to play in the period. 1-0 Cincinnati. Cyclones win the draw. They work it back to the right point. Kept in there, sent deeper. Gathered in the right corner and sent all the way around to the left. The first one there will be Hassenkope. Look to run the breakout for Straub. Cut off by the Cyclones, but it pops free to Lohr. He tries to exit the zone. It pops off his stick. He finds the stick of Straub. Tries to run a nice breakout through center, but that's cut off as well, and in come the Cyclones. So this Cincinnati team, a mixed 2010-11 birth year. Rated slightly higher than the Pens. My Hockey Rankings has their overall scoring at an 87. Pens are at an 82 and change. They're in two different birth years, so it's hard to determine the rankings. What you got to do is go by the points there. Because the Cyclones are rated in the 2010 division, while our Pens are in the 11s. Cleared to the corner by Hassenkope. It'll be Avolia there. He clears one and flicks it up off the glass. It doesn't get further than the blue line as they fire it back in towards the middle. Cut off nicely by Avolia. Played over for Hassenkope. He's stopped, and in come the Cyclones. Dangerous shot off the blocker side of the squish tender. Having a good first period so far. 6:05 to play in the period. Cyclones with possession left blue line. They play it into the left corner. Hops over the stick of Hassenkope. He'll nicely play it off the wall and collect it on the other side. Looks to break out to Straub. Straub with it. He throws it up ice. And it's able to escape the Penn's end where Laurel chase it down. Ryan Laura with the puck pressure. Cyclones handle it well, and they'll come back in the right wing side this time, playing it into the corner again. In behind the net, Hassenkope. He turns with it. Plays it over to Straub. Straub is able to clear the zone again, sending it all the way down into Cyclones area. Over the goal line. And we have an icing. Face off to the right of the squish tender. Penn's defense have it in behind. Cyclones get control center. It goes the whole way through and out of the zone. Cyclones will regroup. The right defenseman finds the right wing. The Pens are there to break it up, and it comes the whole way back to Stillwagon. His pressure forces the turnover to Pegley. Pegley around one, pops free to Palladino. The Pens will look to get some pressure. Around one, looking to shoot. Broken up by the stick of the Cyclones defense. And they'll look to counter. There's the stick of Kumnik in the way. Kumnik and Palladino will battle. Kumnik will come away with it. Challenges two Cyclones. Turn back the other way, and on comes Zachi. Pens reaching for the puck, but it's turned back by Cincinnati. Pegley will get to it. Pens, I think, having a conversation as to who wanted the biscuit. Ultimately, Pegley gets it, works it to Palladino. He's able to get it up to the blue line, not out. This time, second attempt, they'll clear it to the center ice, where the Cyclones will dump it in, and they go in with speed, and they're able to beat the Penguins to the puck and gain possession. Can't coast, boys. A shot comes in from the outside, blocked by Zachi. Finds the right wing half wall. Centered. That play broken up by a diving Pegley. Kept in at the blue line by the Cyclones until Palladino gets there. If he looks up, he's got Stillwagon, but he's unable to find him, and back come Cincinnati. Sent into the Penguins' end again. In the corner. Worked behind the net. Kumnik there. He battles. He goes down to his knees, works it to the corner, though, from his knees for Stillwagon. Stillwagon up the right wing side. He's cut off. He'll try a second time, now third. Pens with good puck support, Pegley and Kumnik there. Pens use the body to get possession. It's Kumnik. He's leaned on. There's a cross-check by Stillwagon, no call. Pops free to Zachi. He's unable to clear the zone. All Cincinnati right now. Until Zachi gets a puck and he's away. Skating in front of him is Palladino. Zachi looks to center to Stillwagon. Spinning around as a Penguin. And it'll be Kumnik getting to it. Zachi now. Two Pens down. Pops free to Stillwagon, who sends one just wide of the cage. Zachi will pressure. The Cyclones will break out. They're up through center. Stepping up on it, Baru. He'll play it off the wall to Ulowitz. Ulowitz will bank it off the dasher as well. And the Pens will get it in briefly to the Cyclone zone before they're able to break it back out. A D-to-D pass there for Cincinnati, and the Pens are in offsides. A scoring possibility there. Palladino able to pick the puck off at center. But a teammate in over the line. And with 2:39 to play, it's 1-0 Cincinnati. Carrying the bulk of the play so far. But the Pens are having their chances. Let's see if they can pot one. They struggled to score yesterday, only one goal in 2 games. This one kept into the blue line by Cincinnati. Hassenkope gets there. He chips it forward, not out. More zone time for the Cyclones. They play it in behind the Penguins' net. Over on the wall to get it. 2 players come together. Goldberg loses his stick. Baru comes away with it. Works it right back to Goldberg nicely. He'll look to gain possession. Leaned on there. Battled for. Puck pops free. Goldberg loses his stick again. Pops free to Hassenkope. He's around the official first. Now around 2 Cyclones. Make it 3. Puck pops free to Ulowitz. He spins at center ice. From his knees, works it to Baru. Baru up the left wing side. The defenseman gains the offensive zone. Centers one, nobody with him. Penn's got to drive the net there. Now they got Ulowitz in front. His shot stopped by the blocker. Pops free to Hasenkope. He'll lift one towards the net. That's caught and held by the Cincinnati goalie. So there's your scoring pressure for the Pens. A couple good chances. Ulowitz in front of the net. Nice save on the blocker side, and then a shot from the point by Hasenkope gets through and is gobbled up. Minute 31 to play. Pens with some pressure. Kumnik out with Lohr and Palladino. Zachy and Avolia your defense. Puck played up and just over the blue line. Zachy brings it in offsides. He kept it. I thought maybe he had it. He did not. Wasn't able to keep it at the blue line, and face-off will come out of the Cyclone zone. Thank you guys for joining us. I see 16 of us out there so far for this one. Tell your friends to jump on the broadcast, subscribe below, and follow along with the rest of the 2011 Nooch season as well as your 2010 Edwards. Games broadcast right here on YouTube. A one-time attempt from the Cyclones from the slot. Bounces over his stick. Little number 10, speedy little kid from Cincinnati into the corner. He turns with it. Pressured from Zachy. He works it to Avolia. Avolia will reverse sides towards Lohr. Pressure at the point forces it to Kumnik, who's able to clear the puck out of the Penguins' end. Cyclones will regroup. Cincinnati with a nice outlet pass. They're looking for a change, though, as they peel away. Palladino gets there, plays it forward. Avolia and Zachy come in. It pops back to Palladino. Palladino plays it into a bit of a scrum here. Two players, or Palladino's down on the ice. 3 Penguins, 3 Cyclones, and it'll be Avolia coming out with it. Knocked off his stick, and we'll battle again. He'll come away with it again. Avolia in the right side. Carries into the offensive zone. He's a defenseman, so the Pens need to cover that. He drives the net, throws a backhander off the side of the cage. Palladino gets there. Turning with it, Kumnik for Palladino to the middle. That horn will bring us to the end of the first period of play. 1-0 Cyclones over the Pens Elite. We'll play your intros again from the beginning. Here's the lineup for your 2011 Pens Elite.
Number 1, Squishy Evans, St. Killian's Parish School.
Number 12, Maddox Pegley, Todd Wayne Elementary. Number 14, Grayson Baru, and I go to Elwood City School District.
Number 21, Ty Avoya, Fort Charlie Elementary. My number's 24. My name is Andrew Hazencote, and I go to Mars Elementary. 28, Hunter Stillwagon, West Mifflin School District.
Number 34, Austin Kumnik, Hayden Elementary.
47, Isaac Helsel, Knox School.
Number 58, Boyden Yolitz from McCormick Elementary.
Number 61, Ryan Moore, Hayden Elementary.
Number 63, Brody Straub, Avalon Elementary.
I'm number A3, Lucas Ashley, and I go to Mars Area School District.
Number 89, Philip Palladino, J.H. Brooks Elementary.
97, Nathan Goldberg, Penn Trafford.
All right, folks, we're back here at the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex. Pens have the puck in the Cyclones' end. We're in beautiful Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. at the home of the five-time Stanley Cup champion Pittsburgh Penguins. For those of you joining us from the Philly area, I know you got 2 wins early in the season. Congratulations on that. The Stanley Cup is actually the trophy you get at the end of the season for winning. I know you guys probably don't know what that is. You may not have been alive since the Flyers have won one of those. It is possible to do it. The Pens have done it 5 times. Yes, 5 times. The Cyclones with the puck behind their own net. They lead 1-0. We're a minute into period number 2. Cleared up the boards, cut off by Straube. He moves it forward. Into the right wing corner, Ulowitz will go after it. Ulowitz and Stillwagon pressure. Stillwagon's pressure forces a turnover to Straube. He plays it back in behind the net. Ulowitz will go after it there. It's tipped past his stick and back come the Cyclones. Cincinnati up through center. Sending it into the corner. Chasing it down there. Turning, centering one. Goes the whole way around and it'll be Pegley getting to the puck coming up the left wing side. Again, Penn's first shift getting long here again. We're a minute and a half in, no changes. Pegley down at center. Ulowitz carries on, Stillwagon there. Pops it free to the middle. Baru gets to it. He's made a change. Pens have at least one defenseman off. But out come the Cyclones. The tip by the stick of Straub sends it wide. He cuts back in front. Squish there. 1, maybe 2 saves. Sent back out for Goldberg. He's at center. The Pens had a change. He's in up the right side. His shot blocked down, but we will have a tripperoo on Cincinnati, and that'll send your Pens to the all-important 7 Fields Wealth Management power play. Goldberg up. He went into the boards hard. Appears to be okay. He will take a break. Not sure if he'll get looked at by the trainer or not. But played in behind on the power play here. Replaced by Kubnik. It'll be Palladino, Kubnik, and Lohr. Hasenkope and Avolia the defense. Lohr hustles to the puck, keeps it in the right wing corner where Kubnik can go to work. It's off a skate of a Cyclone, and they look to break it out. Out towards center, able to get it just over the blue line. Hasenkope there. On come the Cyclones shorthanded. Pops free. Into the offensive zone and cleared into the corner on a dump. Lohr back to get it. He'll gain possession and he'll move forward with it. Right into trouble though. And the Cyclones get possession. 2 Penguins on the ice. Short-handed chance. Gloved by the squish tender. Let's get that on replay if we can. A short side shot to the glove. Snagged by number 1 in net. And a minute 15 into the Pens power play. They'll be on a defensive zone draw here. They get a line change. Look at Goldberg back out there. It's Goldberg with Pegley. He's got Stillwagon and Straub. And Zachi, the other defenseman. Pegley, the D with the puck, moves it up to Goldberg. He carries up across the red line and into the Cyclones end. Gets around one. He'll fire one low and just wide. Taken by the Cyclones, no further than the point. Pegley sends it to the net. Cut off there and played to the wall. Brought down to the right wing side by the Cyclones. Sent in on net, fought off by Squish. Pens look to break out and will do so. Straube throws it for Goldberg. It's just past his reach. Stillwagon there with the pressure. Forces the turnover to Pegley. Pegley will turn with it and play it back up for Stillwagon. Off his stick for Goldberg. In offsides of the Cyclones. 18 seconds left on the power play for the Pens. They haven't had much action in the Cyclone zone. 11-12 to play in the period. Still 1-0 Cincinnati. Pens with a chance here. Turkey has found the table. For those of you at Iron Hill Brewery, maybe the steak has found the table. Played into the Pens end by the Cincinnati Cyclones and sent the whole way down, tipped, so no icing. Palladino on his horse, chases it down, and gets possession in the Cyclone zone. Ulowitz to it there. Power play over. 5-on-5, it's Hassenkope with the point, D to Peg Baru. Baru unable to get the shot off, and back on the Cyclones. They're up the right, looking to center, comes through, Squish with the first, Squish with the second, and he holds on! And he gets sat on! 2 big stops by number 1 in net. They'll unload from the Squish tender. He looks to be okay. Kubnik on the draw, pops it forward. Pens get a line change. Kubnik, Straub, Stillwagon. Zachi and Avolia, your defense. Brought up by Zachi. He plays it up the right wing side. Knocked off his stick, but following on Straub. Played past him. Avolia there. Breaks the play up briefly, but in come the Cyclones 2-on-1. Finding him backdoor. Turning, shooting, and just wide of the net. Avolia plays it up, not out. Played back into the left wing corner of the Penguin zone. Zachi back to get it. He'll fire one off the boards. Kept in briefly at the blue line. Can the Pens follow on? They do not. Cyclones able to work it now to the right corner. Zachi will be there again. He'll lift one up. Going off the glass, cut off. Sent back in on net off the skate of Avolia. Over for Straub. He'll turn and fire it up ice to Stillwagon. He'll chip it through, trying to get the center. It's knocked off his stick to Zachi. Zachi will turn and wrist one up on the backhand all the way down. The referee's hand is in the air. And that is icing on the Penguins. I'd like to have the sound effects for that one. Got to figure out how to cue up music in this thing. Pens hanging in there. 9:30 to play, second period. They trail 1-0. Goldberg, Palladino, Lore, Baru, and Pegley. The 5 for the Pens. Played to the point man. The Cyclones send that in. Off of a Penguin there. Squish for a pair. 3 saves. It is in behind. He stops it. Squish coming across. It came off the Penguin stick. Came across. He stops the first. Stops the second. Has it covered. It's knocked out. Stops the third and grabs it behind him to keep the puck out of the net. A battle save there for number 1. Pegley wraps it around, tries to clear the zone. No one on the wing to take control, and it's back to the point man. The Pens back off. All kinds of room for Cincinnati. Finally pressure from Palladino. Work down the half wall. They turn it into the middle. One-timer comes across. Nothing you could do there, folks. The Pens let him possess the puck in their end, and they gave the kid all day. Just all day for a backdoor feed. It hopped over the stick of one, right to the stick of the other player, who catches Squish going from his left to right and fires it back over the glove hand side to give the Cyclones a 2-0 lead. Puck won by the Pens, back to Hassenkope. It's off of a helmet, brought on by Avolia. He'll play it up the wing for Stillwagon. It's out of his reach, and it will be far enough. No ice this time. Stillwagon pressures. Turn to the half wall by Cincinnati, and they'll exit the zone. No, they won't. Ulowitz gets there first. Keeps it in for Stillwagon. Drives the net, looking, battling off 2 players from behind. He's bumped into, loses possession behind the net, and out come the Cyclones. They cleared out the center. Avolia will be back to get it. He'll curl there and play it to the left wing side for Ulowitz. Battle on the wall. It's center ice. 3 Penguins, 2 Clones. It'll be Hassenkope. Playing it forward, looking for Stillwagon, but sent back to Hassenkope. He dangles one, pops free to Avolia, and he'll clear it out of the zone. Chipped up and in on sides of the Clones. There's Hassenkope finding a Ulowitz at center, though. Turning with it, Ulowitz. Pens only have one defenseman back. Not sure. Oh, the other one's up at the blue line. He's back now. He gets the puck. He sends it forward to the other defenseman. Cyclones get the puck in their own end now. They'll look to regroup. 7:30 to play. 2-0 Cincinnati leads. And they'll try to clear the zone, stopped by Avolia. Ulowitz in after it. Cleared up the center. They've got a player in behind looking for him. Straube says no and sends it back to the Cyclone blue line. I'll move it forward into the left wing corner. Only one Penguin back. They center one. Comes across. Squish with a poke check stop. And back come the Pens. It'll be Hassenkope. Pens a little slow on that last back check. Cyclones will dump it in again. This time we have defenseman back to get it. It'll be Ulowitz. Actually playing center, working it for Hassenkope. It's past his stick, right to a player at the point. He'll step into one. Stopped by Squish and covered. .734 to play, period number 2. Cyclones 2, Pens nothing. Kumnik on the draw, one by Cincinnati, sent towards the net, deflected by Zachi wide. He'll protect with his body. In for the puck come the Cyclones. And they'll work it to the right wing corner, back to challenge him, Lohr. Unable to get possession until now, and they'll look to get out of the zone. Stopped by a forward, back to the blue line, shot from the point. Another great block shot by the Pens defense. That's Zachi again. Worked to Lohr. Lohr on the half wall. There's Pegley just throwing his body in the way, and back come the Penguins. Couple beautiful block shots by the Pens D on that one. Pegley with the puck. He's bumped as the Pens gain possession in their own end. They'll flick it all the way down to Cincinnati end. Set up by the goalie. They'll cycle around behind. Stopping there. Lohr in after it. Forces a misplay, but it's past Pegley, back checking Palladino, but in come the Cyclones. They're 2-on-2, 3-on-2 now, spinning to the backhand, picked off by a back checking Zachi, and now Pegley. Pens take the heat out of a hot kitchen there. Pegley up the boards, no one home, send it to the point man. Nice pressure there from Kumnik, and in come the Pens 2-on-1. He'll play it around through the wickets. Puck's there. Shot on net, but for Kumnik stopped. Rebound stop. Puck in behind. Pens with a beautiful chance. Nice move there by Kumnik to get through the defenseman. Pick it up on the other side. His backhand was stopped. The rebound sat there. They were unable to bury it. And it looks like we will have coincidental minors here. We're going to have Austin Kumnik and 45 from Cincinnati, both 2 minutes each for Ruffy. 5-on-5 hockey. They'll come out at 3:59. I'm sorry, 2:59. Those penalties will be up. We'll remember that on the broadcast. They will not be able to exit until a whistle after 2:59. Cyclones with the puck in their own end. They reverse sides and try to break out the left. Cut off there by Straub. Worked forward for Goldberg. But back come the Cyclones. Breakout pass. Cut nicely by Baru. He keeps it in the Cyclone end. Not once, but twice. Pops free, and it'll be Hassenkope. He looks to Straub. Straub tips it forward for Goldberg. He'll skate into it with speed and carry up the right. Chips it around one. He's into the zone. He looks. He tries to ear roll and rebound out front. Kicked that by Stillwagon. No good. And brought on by the Cyclones, but kept again by Baru. Grayson Baru turning it to Goldberg. He'll wind and fire. His field goal's good. And it's Stillwagon in behind. Down go Penguin and a Cyclone. Straube after the puck. Kept again by Baru. Baru 4 keeps on this shift. And he and Hassencope are back. Hassencope bumps a player pretty hard there. No call. Played into the right side corner for Hassencope, and he'll pick it up, play it to Stillwagon. Stillwagon looks to run the breakout. Sent back towards the Pens net by the Cyclones, cleared to Goldberg. He's around 1, and he'll exit the defensive zone. Up through center. 1-on-4, he's around 1, cut off by number 2, kept at the line by Straube. Straube plays it forward into the right corner. Stillwagon looks to chase it down on the left half wall. He'll play it in behind. It'll be Goldberg in after it. The Cyclones try to break out the other side now. Another puck kept by Baru. He'll find Straub. He'll turn to the middle. Shoot one. Ramped off a stick. Nice blocker save. Stillwagon there. His shot stopped. Nice goaltending there. Centering pass by Stillwagon. He'll try again. Penn's unable to get possession. And it'll be kept at the line. No, it will not. As Avoli is bumped. And the 2 combatants in the roughing penalty with 2:46 and a stop and play, they'll be able to come out. Face-off taken by Avolia. Battle at center ice. On come the Cyclones, cut off by Palladino. His pass intercepted. A centering pass to the backhand. Another cross-ice pass. Beautiful play. Little number 10. He's a stud out there for the Cincinnati Cyclones. Shot from the point. Stopped by the Pens defense. Rebound sits out in front. Pens battle for it. Pops free. Squish there. He'll get the save and the cover. 2:12 to play in the second period. Pens trail 2-0. They've had some pressure and shots here lately. They got to break that scoring drought. Yolowitz on the draw. He's got Palladino and Lohr. Pegley and Baru, I believe, your defense. Yes, Baru it is. Face-off won by Yolowitz to Baru. Baru will carry him behind his net, run a reversal. Nice play there. Getting it to Yolowitz with space for the breakout. He finds Palladino. He'll spin and get it out the center. Picked off by the Cyclones. Yolowitz there, but so are the Cyclones. Pulling it to the middle. Looking, stopping, feeding one. Cut off by Palladino. A look to exit the zone. Unsuccessful. There's Yulowitz to try again. He'll get it taken care of. Outside of the Pens blue line, and in come the Cyclones. Chipping it to the middle. Lorzy there after it. He's cut off, but he stays on the puck. Able to get it out to center. Following on Pegley. Pegley barrels through center up the right. He's stick checked. Pegley reaches for it, gets possession, and plays it forward towards the Cyclone blue line. Can the Pens gain the zone here? 2 Pens, 2 Clones. Into the Cyclone end it goes, but just for a moment. Pegley back on it, though. Pegley pops it forward. He's around 1. Finds Palladino. Palladino to the middle. Lohr on his backhand, spinning, trying to get one on net. Blocked off by Cincinnati. Diving to the ice. Lohr. Cut off by Palladino. Played up and just past the Penguins' defense. Gathered by Baru. Baru looking for Pegley, but it'll be a breakaway for Cincinnati. Shot, and they beat him. It went off the stick weird and found the bottom corner. A turnover at center. Results in a breakaway. And it looked like he was trying to go upstairs, and I think he just fanned on the shot a bit. And it squished outside of that right pad on the blocker side. And with 48 seconds to play in period number 2, It's 3-0 Cincy. Kumnick pops it forward. Gathered by the Cyclones, sent the whole way down. Icing if it's far. No, yes, it will be. The refs were pointing at each other. It was like, you got it, no, you got it, no, you call it, no, I'll call it. It'll be an icing. We got DJ Lorzy Max on the tunage play for the Pens Elite here today. Offensive zone draw after the icing, kept by a volley at the blue line. Forced back out to center by the Cyclones, and in they come. Popped into the middle, picked off by Hassenkope. Can he clear the zone? He will. Pops free to Kumnick. Kumnick collects it, skating backwards and plays it into the right wing corner. Beats the player around to the puck and fires it in behind the net. Two guys down behind. Stillwagon follows on. Kept by Hassenkope, but back come the Cyclones. It's 2-on-2, a feed across, just past the reach of the Cyclones forward. That horn will end period number 2, 3-0 Cincy. All right, back live. Your Penguins are getting knowledge piled upon them from the wise Coach Nooch. It's 3-0 Cincinnati. We'll throw 15 minutes on the clock and we'll go back to work here, folks. Ben's looking to get their first of the game. Cincinnati wins the draw. They'll go in the left side. Turned back by Palladino. Palladino, Ulowitz, and Lure up front for the Pens. Zachi and Pegley on D. Cyclones move it forward. Getting it into the offensive zone, back-checking Lure there. He carries it around, nice back check. They'll come up ice 2-on-2. 3 Cyclones on the back check, chasing him from behind. He gets through the group to the right wing corner. Sends one in on net, rebound in front. Ulowitz there, chipping at it just wide, sent off the side of the cage by Lure. Stepping up, Zachi, he'll keep it in. He'll play it to the corner for Lure. Pens with a good scoring chance there to start the period. Best first shift they've had of any period so far. Played back to the point, kept in by Zachi. Zachi pumps it forward to Palladino, who finds Lure. Knocked down in front, Ulowitz. Lure from behind the net. He'll fire one off the side of the goaltender, I believe, on a wraparound attempt. I think that got out and a good shot on net. Gathered in by Ulowitz behind. He'll play it forward for Palladino. He centers one, looking for Lure. Pops free to Ulowitz. His shot. Stopped, gobbled, rebound in front, loose. Battled for, and it's still loose. They're sitting on people, finally covered. Some carnage in front. The Pens unable to get one by. Great first shift for the Pens Elite. 13:40 to play in the period. It'll be Kumnick, Stillwagon, and Straub. Hassenkope and Baru. Kumnick into the corner for the puck. Carried out by the Cyclones, and it's a 3-on-2 now. Now 2-on-0. Feet across, back across. Squish gets there with a save. What a stop on the 2-0. Nice puck movement by the Cyclones nonetheless. 2 passes on that 2-0 to set up that beaut of a chance. Stopped by the left pad of the squish tender. Maru in behind his own net. And he is just, Hasenkope is hammered. No call. 3 players come together. I anticipate this to get a little chippy now. Kumnik to pressure the Cyclone defense. Forces a play out the center, sent all the way down. No icing. It'll check up like a nice 9. It's actually on end and rolling. It'll get the whole way there, but they had already waved it off. Straub gets to it, plays it for Hasenkope. Hasenkope pops it forward, cut off by the Cyclones, but Kumnik gets in there to clear the zone. Taken back by Cincinnati. They move left to right, turning. Baru in. A bit of a hook. Now a cross check. And we are going to get the hook. Grayson Baru takes a stroll down Liberty Avenue. He'll serve 2 for hooking. And the Pens will head back to the PK. Face off to the left to Squish. Pens trail 3-0. 12:25 to play in the third. Your PK, Ulowitz, and Lure. Navy. Yes. Avolia and Zachi, your defense. Ulowitz wins the draw for Avolia. He plays it in behind, looking for his partner Zachi. Both of them converge there. A wraparound attempt. Pops free. Shot stopped by Squish. Puck cleared out, but no further than the point. Right point man just walks right in, fires. Squish with the stop. 2 saves, he's got it covered and stopped. A glove save, then the rebound stomped. They whack away at it, but Squish able to gobble it up in front. Again, another scoring chance where the puck came out to the point, and he walked from the point to the dot and fired one. Puck pops free on the face-off. Ulowitz wins it, but gathered by the Cyclones. Played in behind. Battle for in behind. Ulowitz gets body position. Nice job by him. Clears it out to the side for Lure. Lure will send it back to Ulowitz. Now he's got some space. Can they clear the zone? Cuts up the middle, taken off his stick. Short side shot blocked. Comes around the other way. That shot stopped. Puck under the Squish, and he'll get a cover on the wraparound attempt. "35 seconds of this power play. The Pens have been under siege. 11:48 to play in the period. 3-0 Cincy. It'll be Kumnik on the draw. He wins it. He's got Goldberg. They have Hasenkope and Pegley the D. Pens get a good line change for the penalty killers. Hasenkope carries it up through center. He's pressured, and Pegley will follow on. He's into the offensive zone, carries up the left side. He'll fire one low, deflected wide. Goldberg to pressure there. Pops free to center, gathered by Pegley. He chips it for Goldberg. Falls down, and back come the Cyclones, one-on-one. But Hasenkope on the back check. He should be able to affect this play, and does. Hasenkope forces it into the wall. The Cyclones throw it in behind the net. Brought out by Kumnik. He'll bank one off the boards, kept in, sent to the right wing side this time. 34 seconds left on the penalty kill. Hasenkope cuts in front, but the Cyclones gain possession. They center, no one there. Chipped over to Goldberg. He'll try to leave the zone, but it's taken right off his stick, sent back in. Squish with the save. Leaves it for Hasenkope. He'll go in behind the cage and look to exit from there. 16 seconds left on the penalty kill. Sent back in. That's offsides. No call. Pegley with the puck. Now Hasenkope gets it back, whole way back to the right D. They go D to D. They'll change the attack angle to the left side. Dumped in all the way down. Power play over. And that's an icing on Cincinnati. Folks at home, you're missing a dance show by the voice of the Penguins. It must be jelly, because jam don't shake like that, folks. Ulowitz, Straub, and Lohr. Zachi and Avolia. In behind it's the Cyclone defense working it up to the point. Avolia keeps it, but only briefly. The Cyclones gain center ice. It'll be Lohr stopping the advance, carrying it into the offensive zone. He's knocked down, no call. Back come the Cyclones. Reaching for it, Avolia, though, and he turns just in offsides where the Pens. And we'll get a neutral ice draw. Ulowitz on the draw. Won by the Cyclones, picked up by Avolia. He worked it back to Ulowitz, now Straub. Battle at center ice. On come the Clones. Spinning with it through center. Into the Pens end. Carrying up the right. Shot! I think that went wide. I don't think Squish got a part of it. It was blocker side. Carrying it out, Zachi, using his body to protect the puck. He's able to work it right up ice to Ulowitz. Ulowitz finds Lohr. That was one of the better breakouts of the day for the Pens. Lohr falls down as they enter the zone, and back come the Clones. Ulowitz and Strawby battle there, but Cincinnati works it into the right wing corner. Avolia back to get it. He falls. And the Cyclones follow on and get possession. Centering pass. Pops free. Turning one towards the net. Fought off by Avolia. He's able to recover and get back in front to stop that threat. Played up but no further than the point man. Down to the right wing corner. Back to the point. He'll fire from outside. Knocked down by Avolia. Sent skittering just wide to Squish. From behind the net they try to center. That's cut off by the Pens D. Cincinnati plays it there. Worked it around him behind. It'll be Avolia getting there first. He'll throw it off the half wall looking for Lohr, but it's picked off by the Cyclones, brought back in front. Pops free, Strawby there. Cincinnati applying some pressure. This is the first time they've done it in the third. They've done it a couple times before. This is the first they've really pinned the Pens in the third. It'll be Straub looking to exit. He does get it clear, looking for Zachi on the breakout. Now Lohr battles for it, but right back come the Cyclones. Pens complete part of a line change. Kumnik finds Zachi. He'll carry it in, but Ryan Lohr on the left wing side, a step off sides. And with 8:46 to play, neutral zone face-off for the Pens. This is a Cinnamon Swirl production. Special thanks to Zach Pegley for the camera work. Excellent camera work from Zach. And I, the voice of your Pittsburgh Penguins, the mouth of Cranberry Township, Jeremy Evans, happy to have you here with us. The Cyclones in up the right wing side. Cut off there by Baru. He'll look to clear the zone, but he's cut off. The Cyclones keep it in and play it behind the net. Palladino will get there. Played up for Pegley. His pass picked off at the blue line. Baru back in the play. Worked up for Palladino, who's able to get it to Stillwagon, who clears the zone. Kumnik gives chase, forcing the wave off of the icing. His pressure forces the turnover to a falling Baru. Kumnik turns out of the corner. Puck pops free. Stillwagon there after it. Nobody able to get control until Pegley at center. Pressure there. Works it to Palladino. He looks for Stillwagon just inside the line, but back come the Cyclones. Pegley with a nice play at center. Carries it into the offensive zone. A 3-on-3 develops. He turns in the half wall. Looks to center. Cut off by Cincinnati as they look to exit the zone. The Pens with two there and pressure. Good job by the Pens there. They keep it in. Turning with it. Palladino. He finds Kumnik. Kumnik cycling back up high. He's knocked down. Palladino there. Trying for the stretch pass. Keeping it on sides is Hasenkope. He's barreled over at the blue line, but Stillwagon follows on. Battle on the half wall. Bumped into Palladino. Now Stillwagon. Pens keep it in the zone. Played forward by Palladino. Pops free for Hasenkope. Hasenkope to the corner. It'll be Stillwagon in after it. He turns towards the back of the net. Battle happening there. Now it'll be Ulowitz getting in there. The Cyclones will ultimately come away with it. But some nice puck possession there for the Pens. It's no further than the blue line, though, kept by Avolia. He keeps it on. No, there's the whistle. I thought he was able to dance the line, looking like Sergei Gonchar on the blue line there, but it trickles just over, and we'll have a neutral zone draw. 6:36 to play. 3-0 Cincy. Pens looking for their first one. Ulowitz plays it forward. Kept in the zone by Goldberg. Maybe not. Oh, a little late with the old tweeter there. My Twitter feed's more up to date than this guy's whistle, and I haven't posted something on there in 6 months. Ulowitz with the draw wins it back. Hasenkope and Avolia come together to get control of the puck. It's Avolia carrying behind his own net. He works it up for Hasenkope. He's engaged in a battle. It's turned back to the Cyclones, but there's Avolia cutting off a centering pass. Now it's Ulowitz on the half wall. Pens with nobody in front, but they don't need it because there comes Hasenkope. Hasenkope up the right wing side, carrying into the offensive zone. He stops, turns, plays it towards the middle, looking for Goldberg. He'll find him. Goldberg tries to go around one. It's knocked off his stick, and back come the Cyclones. Cincinnati barreling through center, 3-on-1. Lohr on the back check. Stepping up Ulowitz. He's down. Firing one just wide of the squish. We get a high sticking penalty. This will be Hasenkope with the high stick along the wall. Oh, he came right in and hit him up high. No doubt about that one, folks. He earned these 2 minutes with 5:41 to play. The Pens will go back to the penalty kill. Cincy leads 3-0. We'll have Stillwagon on the draw with Straub. Pegley and Zachy, your defense. Centering pass cut off by Zachy. Puck free in the middle. Turning with it, Zachy. He's tied up, and the Cyclones are able to work it into the right side. Centering pass cut off by Straub for Zachy. He's cut off, and the Cyclones keep it in. They cycle the puck back to the point. Point shot fanned on. They regain possession. Work to the other point. He'll walk in, fire one just off the skate of Pegley. Another block shot there. Centering pass comes free to Straub, and he'll look to exit the zone and do so. Nicely clearing it up the right side. Will it check up? It will. A nice 9-iron. Checking up right at the hole, preventing the icing. Past the defenseman, Zachy, who's way up ice on the PK. Pops free to Stillwagon, covering for him. That puck to Straub. Off Straub in front again. This time it's Stillwagon back for it. Turning with it. The Cyclones will keep it in. They send one in behind Pegley. He'll play it off the boards for Straub. Straub's pass cut off at the blue line. Shot from outside. Deflected by Pegley just wide. Straub gets there, unable to clear the zone. 40 seconds left on the penalty kill. Pegley with another block shot. That kid's going to be black and blue tonight. Back to the point. Worked left D to right D. Fires one in. Bouncing puck sent wide. 2 deflections, I think, on that one. That one sent back in on net. Squish plays it in behind with his stick. Cleared up, but not out. Cyclones have had the puck in the Pens and the entire PK here. Turning with it. Stillwagon looks to use the body to dislodge the puck. Pops free to Zachy. Zachy carries in behind. He'll fire it up the wall for Straub. Off the wall. Kept at the blue line again by the Cyclones. They turn one. They've got a player back door, unable to get control. It's Stillwagon sending it up. Hasenkope out of the box. Pens back to full strength. He's looking for Zachy. Pens defenseman up ice a lot on this shift. Played nicely by the goalie. What a pass there. Hasenkope, the defenseman, into the corner. Ulowitz will cover for him at the blue line. Pens will rotate back, and now it's Straub back. Ulowitz gets possession. He'll turn. Pens changing defense. Works it to Straub. He loses possession, and back come the Cyclones. 3:10 to play. They carry into the offensive zone. A pass there, one-on-one. Back checking. Hasenkope breaks it up. But possession to the Cyclones, centering pass, backdoor, nobody there, or there was somebody there just unable to get control. Palladino rubbed off on the boards. The Cyclones will send it in. They're offsides at the Penguin blue line. It'll be Kumnik on the draw. Pop way forward by Kumnik into the zone. A turnover by the goalie. Pops free to Lure. He's unable to get one on net. Goalie came out to play, and he can play the puck. This kid's a little star. Palladino into the offensive zone. Played to the half wall. It'll be Lure cutting it off there. Pens keeping the puck in the Cincinnati Cyclone end. Kumnik in after it. Well, the Pens pull the goalie here, down 3. The Cyclones will counter. Baru gets there. Nice play by Grayson Baru to break the play up. But back come the Cyclones again. 2-on-2 at the Pens blue line. Turning with it. Avolia there. He whacks it forward, finds Kumnik. Kumnik tries to pop it forward. It comes to the stick of Lure. He skates through the puck but falls. Now it'll be Palladino's turn. Puck taken from him, and back come the Cyclones, dumping into the right corner. Minute 45 to play in the third period. Holy heavens, I'm rewinding it. 3-0 Cyclones. Pens looking to get one. Baru gets control in his own end. Goes around one. He's cut off from behind, and it's sent back in towards the Penguins' net. Avolio carry behind. He'll look to set it up. Fake one way, go the other. Nice job there. He pops it free to Lure. He's pressured and turned back into the right corner. Played by Baru up for Lure, but cut off by Cincinnati. Minute 15 to play. Centering pass. Sent into the corner by Baru. Another centering pass off the stick of Baru. Pops free to a Cyclone. His shot blocked by the skate of Baru. Brought out by Lure, and he's up ice. 3-on-2 for the Pens with speed. They chip it forward. Following on Palladino, it's knocked over his stick, and back come the Cyclones. Played all the way down, no ice. The Pens were changing right at where they sent it. So no ice. Pegley back to get it. 46 seconds up for Hassenkope. Hassenkope tied up on the right wing half wall. Still wagging there. Centering pass. Pops free. Save. Squish. Rebound. Stop by Squish. Another one. 3 in behind. That one comes across. Puck's loose. Finally cleared. 25 seconds left. Cleared to the blue line. Not out. That's sent in. Pops off Palladino. Can he win the race? He can't. And sent back in offsides. 17 seconds left in the first of 2. We'll be back here again. I don't have my phone with me. In a couple hours. I'm not sure what time the second game is. But we will be back here again to watch these two teams battle. 17 seconds remaining in this one. Ulowitz wins the draw for Goldberg. Now it'll be Hassenkope. Can the Pens get one? They carry it into the offensive zone. Forced wide to the left. 8 seconds left. The centering pass attempt cut off. It's in the Cyclone end. Gathered by Goldberg. 2-1. That horn will end the game. And the Pens unable to get one on the board. They fall 3-0 to the Cincinnati Cyclones. In the first of 2, the Cyclones, a 2010-2011 mixed birth year group. They'll take game 1. We'll be back here for game 2 in a few hours. Check your local listings. Thanks for joining us from the UPMC Center.